Hi, everyone. I'm Clarissa Law, your trauma informed counselor and confidence life coach. Welcome back. Here on this channel, we talk about healing, breaking generational patterns, and rediscovering who you were always created to be before survival. Today, I want to ask you a question. Have you ever noticed that when you finally have time to rest, you can't? Maybe you sit down to relax, but instead of feeling peaceful, you feel restless. You start cleaning, you check your phone, you begin another project, or maybe you just feel guilty for doing nothing. What if the problem isn't that you don't know how to rest? What if somewhere along the way you learned that slowing down wasn't safe? Today we're going to talk about why rest feels so uncomfortable for so many women and why understanding the reason behind it can be the beginning of healing. For many of us, rest does not feel peaceful. It feels uncomfortable. Not because there's something wrong with us, but because we've spent so much of our lives in survival mode. When you're constantly taking care of everyone else, meeting expectations, holding everything together, your nervous system can begin to associate being busy with being safe. Am I talking to anyone? So when life finally slows down, your mind doesn't know what to do. Sometimes busyness becomes a distraction from emotions we've never had the opportunity to process. Let's talk about that for a moment. Let's sit in that. Do you find that you always have to be around people? Do you find that you can't be alone? Do you find that you can't let your mind go? Or you can't let your mind be with your thoughts, or you can't be alone with yourself? Perhaps there are some emotions that you're avoiding, and so you just keep yourself busy in however way that you can. Sometimes productivity becomes the way we measure our worth. Sometimes we've heard messages like, don't be lazy. There's always something to be done. But your value does not come from what you accomplish. Without realizing it, we begin believing that resting means we're failing. I'll tell a story about that. I can definitely relate to this because there was a time in my life when I can be off on a Saturday and I would just do nothing. I would watch Law and Order all day. And at the end of the day, I found myself feeling really guilty because I didn't do anything. I didn't feel productive. I mean, while I was in it, I felt fine. But at the end of the day, and I look back over the day, I was like, you wasted so much time. And I would feel bad. I would feel shame. I would feel guilty. But the truth is, I wasn't failing. I was giving my body what it needed, right? So the truth is, rest isn't weakness. Rest is necessary. Instead of asking yourself, why can't I relax? Try asking a different question. Where did this come from? When did I become this person that felt like I couldn't rest? What was rest modeled for you growing up? Were your needs valued? Did you learn that taking care of yourself was selfish? I know that's the case for a lot of women, that especially mothers. If we're not doing for someone else and we choose to take care of ourselves, then someone may make us feel like we're being selfish. Did you learn that being productive was the only way to feel worthy? If I look like I'm busy, if I look like I'm accomplishing, then that's where my worth is coming from. Those questions aren't meant to make you feel guilty. They're meant to help you understand yourself with compassion, the same compassion we give to other people. Because when we understand where our patterns begin, we stop judging ourselves, and that's where healing begins. Imagine what life would look like if rest no longer made you anxious. Imagine believing that your worth isn't determined by how much you accomplish. Imagine sitting quietly without feeling guilty. That's not laziness, that's freedom. Healing doesn't mean you'll never struggle to slow down again. It means you'll begin recognizing those old survival patterns and choosing something healthier instead. One small moment of rest, one honest conversation with yourself, one step toward the woman you've always been. If today's video resonated with you, I would love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and tell me, when do you find it hardest to rest? And if this video encouraged you, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who always feels like they have to keep going. And if you're ready to take the next step in your healing journey, download my free guide. You Were Always Her. 5 Truths That Life Buried But God Never Took Away. The link is below. Until next time, remember, you are not broken. You adapted. Healing isn't becoming someone new. It's about rediscovering who you've always been. I'll see you in the next video.